Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Busy Vel back again from the Sandbox Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We will be back with more episodes of the actual podcast, but for right now, I'm doing another news update. Vizzy's opinion is back. Eagles won. Go Birds, baby. Hope everybody had a good weekend. But now everybody done seen the news already, man. Over the past 24 hours, we got news that Jay-Z is in the news media for not good reasons. Jay-Z was named in a new lawsuit regarding the I'm trying to be careful for the YouTube guidelines. He is accused of being in assault case involving a underage female at the VMA after party back in 2000. This news came out like late last night, and it's all over the place now. I'm not going to go into details because we don't know I don't know the details. It's still unraveling as the hours and the days goes on, so I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't really know too much. You know what I'm saying? But the subject itself is so sensitive. I got to be careful what I say because it's a very, very sensitive topic. But Jay-Z has since made a statement regarding said allegation. He's saying it's false. He's saying it's this lawyer he's trying to blackmail him along with the anonymous accuser for money. They want him to settle. He refused to settle, so he's going to counter lawsuit with a defamation lawsuit. But we also found out after his response, the lawyer of the accuser came out and said we tried to settle with Jay-Z back in earlier this year, and Jay-Z refused. So we're going to keep hearing more about this because there's so much going back and forth. But as of right now, in my opinion, I'm not sure, man. Me personally, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We live in an era now where everybody is going to try to come for these big celebrities, these public figures, these people up top or whatever, for no matter what. I mean, any kind of reason. It could be money. It could be, something that happened behind the scenes, or it could be some real shady stuff going involved. But in my personal opinion, I don't think that he did it. I don't think that he's that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that it's very possible, but it's just my opinion. Like, I don't know what happened over the past 24 years. I'm not sure, but I just can't see him being, that much of a scumbag that he got to do that. People in Hollywood and the show business and the music industry is very shady, very slimy in the game. You know what I mean? And what happens is, when stories like this come out, it makes the subject kind of, how can I say? This subject right here, like for the real actual cases that goes on, it's becoming to the point where I think people use that to get money out of people when they know it's either a lie or they know it didn't happen because, everybody's going with this narrative if the internet said it's true, then it's really true. Without no court, no lawyers getting involved. Like, people just, because, it's out there in the public now, it's automatically true. False. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair because, we've seen the thing with Diddy happen, and then people want to attach other names with that situation with Diddy, and it's not really fair. Because, people just bringing out names and they just throwing out names without no actual physical proof. And then again, disclaimer, this is not me saying that this stuff doesn't go on, because it goes on. Not even just Hollywood and life, period. People are weird like that, okay? So let me not brush over that. But like I said, man, it is possible that a lot of people will try to extort celebrities or influencers or public figures. They will try to extort people for their personal gain or for their money, maybe even both. But I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe it's true, because when the accusations first came out, about a half hour later, Jay-Z got on the Rock Nation Twitter, and he put out a public statement saying, you know, I'm not going to be blackmailed. I'm not going to settle. I'm going to fight this case. Now, the difference between him and the Diddy situation is, back when Cassie had made the accusations towards Diddy, we have actual physical video evidence of that. And that video basically got him in hot water, and here come the other accusations along with the house raised and the obtaining the footage and the baby oil, whatever. But when that first happened, Puff, he was very quiet. He was very quiet, very vague, very mysterious. He didn't come out with a statement till probably a week later. That was a bad look for him. It didn't help at all. But with Jay-Z, what Hov did was he put out a statement immediately saying that somebody's trying to extort me, somebody trying to blackmail me, and you know, trying to wish me harm. Now, if somebody says something about you that's not, you know, it's not true, you gotta respond immediately. You gotta say something, because you can't let accusations and stuff like that really spread like that without you saying something. You gotta say something, because if you quiet, then of course they're gonna say, oh, it's true, he not saying nothing. We don't know, maybe, possibly, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just think that in his case, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think Jay-Z, I think he has too much to lose as far as money, as far as family. Yeah, man, he got a lot of endorsements. He owns a lot of stuff, and that might be a big part of this whole thing, because like I said, you know, a lot of people do this stuff to get financial gain. And I'm not going to read the whole, I don't have the statement right here available, but I'm going to read, well, I'm not read, but I'm going to, what I took from it was, this is one part in this statement that said, you can look it up when you get a chance, but he said something where as though as, he said, this would be a civil, due to the nature of the case, this would be classified as a criminal case than a civil case. And when I read that, I'm like, oh, he got a point. Because the accusation, I'm not going to say it, but the accusation, that is very criminal-like. If you making an accusation like that extreme, you want to make sure the accused gets put behind bars, given that circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Like civil cases more like, you know, like a damaged property, or you know something happened, like, you know, bad business deals, stuff like that. That's what they call for. But I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge, I'm not a prosecutor. I just go by, experience in the past. I know civil and criminal is different things, but I mean, end of the day, man, I'm gonna end this video real quick, but we gotta see. We gotta see, just like Puff, we gotta see. Shit. Yeah, man. With that being said, I don't know. Like I said, man, I'm not gonna put my personal bias into this shit, because I can be a fan of somebody, but end of the day, I don't know him. I don't know him. You know what I mean? So anything is possible. I don't think that it happened, because given the what we presented with, but anything can happen. So I just hope that it can be resolved. I hope everybody gets justice. Not even just this situation, is with everything. Yeah, man. But with that being said, I would advise everybody out there to be careful who you hang around with, bro. You know what I mean? Like, be careful who you hang around with, because just because you know you a solid person Just because you know that you a good person, that don't mean that people around you are good people as well. So you really gotta read people, man. Like, be careful who you hang around with. Be careful who you party with. Be careful who you lay with, bro. You know what I mean? Because it don't matter what happens, somebody can change their mind and just say, you did all this bullshit. Even though you ain't do it, somebody can say, listen, you did this to me on this night, I'm gonna sue you. And now you got a whole, you in a whole fucking lawsuit. No lawyer fees, like everybody. And the thing is, everybody can't be a millionaire. So with that being said, is like, this stuff happens in real life too. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful because you don't want to go through that shit, man. I done seen people get involved in the wrong shit because they was just happen to be around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, use this right here. Use this past year with all this shit. Like I said in the last video, be careful who you around, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go to parties no more. Because every time we hear something like this, it stems from a party. You know what I'm saying? All parties ain't good parties, man. Go home. Get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be on the headline the next morning. I'm telling you. But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? From the Sandbox, we still here. You know what I'm saying? We going to do some more content before the year is over. You know what I'm saying? We got y'all. Stay tuned. Stay subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned in. Like, you know, like everything. Comment on this video right here. Comment on the other videos we got. You know what I'm saying? Because we need the engagement. I want to hear y'all thoughts. Man. So, yeah. Follow the From the Sandbox IG page. It's just like the name on here. From the Sandbox, at From the Sandbox Podcast, man. I'm Vizzy Vel. I'm signing out. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Peace.